As the Executive Director of the St. Lucia Social Development Fund, I wish to express my most humble and, of course, heartful delight in being part of this historical event. And also because I have been associated with 3 projects, market projects, namely the Tomaso Market, the redevelopment of the Castries Market, and this market, there is something unique and special associated with the development of markets. But before I proceed further, let me express apologies on behalf of the officials from the Caribbean Development Bank, Ms. Darren Newman and Mr. George Yearwood, who were supposed to have been here, but of course I don't know if it is layout issues, but they're unable to be with us this afternoon and convey via email their sincere wishes for this afternoon's proceedings. My brief remarks will attempt to show how, as a people, we can be creative, but at the same time, if we do not subject ourselves to recognized standards, investment like these can go to waste. A lot of us would agree that when we want to be critical of our leaders, or sometimes when we want to make deep comparisons of other countries, we use our perceptions and understandings of what obtained in other countries and say why our country is not like this. Very often we use Singapore, for example, and speak of how orderly things are. But as a people, sometimes I think we focus on the physical infrastructure. We fail most times in taking note of the discipline of these people. We fail sometimes in recognizing the great sacrifices that they endure for them to be where they are today. We fail to recognize the laws associated with such countries that ensure enforcement for persons to use the space that has been designed in the way that it should. Our creativity, as probably hinted by our MC, tells us that the best place to sell our produce is where we could reach our customers at the first glance. A few pallets near the retaining wall in Tomaso just gives us probably that advantage. A caucus bag on the sidewalk or a wooden tray near the corner is just appropriate, or on the step, as indicated by our MC of this iconic place. But proper development standards would tell us that selling our food, it cannot be that place. It cannot be just anywhere. It must be somewhere of standards, somewhere that would recognize, somewhere that our people could see that we are uplifting them to another level. And Gros has asked for that standard. And here we are today in making this offering. Today we are here because the community of Gros said, this is how we want to sell our produce. This is how we want to package what we offer to our people. The Caribbean Development Bank, in its 7th program, that is the BNTF 7, have chosen to keep markets out of the menu because of the failure of markets across the region. They have given examples in other jurisdictions where markets have been built and have become white elephant because persons choose not to use them and return to the habits and practices. And therefore, we are not able, under the BNTF 7, to have markets as projects we can implement. This project is built under the 5th program, and it may be just the last project of a market we would do under the BNTF support. It's therefore very important that we demonstrate with great discipline that we use the building for its purpose for which it was designed. We use the building in conformity with the standards that the council and the other officials of government will bring to bear upon us. I think if we can endure proper regulations, if we can submit ourselves to proper standards, I think we would develop as a people to the kind of countries that we see, where our spaces in the community are used for the purposes that they were designed for. I wish to, however, ask that the council continue to work with the vendors and all stakeholders where this project is concerned. It's important that when in 2016, when the evaluation exercise will be undertaken by the Caribbean Development Bank for the BNTF fifth investment, that the officials coming in to visit projects selected can say that the Gros market is still being used as a market. It's important for us, it's important that we demonstrate that we are serious, we know what we are asking, and we could demonstrate to people that we're serious about what we say we want. I wish to thank you and wish you all the best as you continue to develop your community of Gros. Thank you very much.
This afternoon, Gros is celebrating, and we are all celebrating the opening of this municipal building and the Gros market. We are also celebrating our footballers, our senior and junior team that have made us proud by winning the Black Hat competition and the Under 14 competition. We are also celebrating our steel band heroes, Caribbean Metal Pantime, for winning the seniors and juniors national steel band competition. Today, we are proud of you. We know that your achievement is a result of years of hard work by your coaches, your managers, and yourselves. And for the steel band, I know it is a lifetime effort of the band leader, Mr. Cecil Fulgence, known to all of us as Toti. Steel band is his life and his passion. And we are aware that these victories are his crown jewels. So today we can do no less than to join as an entire constituency in thanking you publicly for adding to what makes Gros so uniquely attractive: our entertainment, our sports, and our people. Let us hear it again for our footballers and our pan people. Ladies and gentlemen, a market is an ancient expression of human culture. When we think of market, we usually think of trade, of commerce, of buying and selling, a place of congregation, a place of sharing even more than mere goods, but that of nearly every human transaction and interaction. Today here at Marina Street, we are blessed to open a facility which was built to serve as a municipal office and a market for the town of Gros. For this, we have to extend special thanks to the financiers, the Basic Needs Trust Fund program of the Caribbean Development Bank, managed by the SSDF, which agreed to the need for such a facility in Gros. Indeed, this institution must be seen as the dream of the former member for Parliament for Gros, Senator Leonard Montout, who was at the time also the Minister for Social Transformation. And as such, he was also the Minister for the Basic Needs Trust Fund. His role in causing this structure to be built is worthy of accolade. Let us show our appreciation. Markets such as these are traditionally sited at or near the confluence of routes into a town or near the main point of trade, perhaps near a port or even near a river. Therefore, the location of this market building will certainly provide certain challenges to its operation. As you may know, it is located on the former site of the Gros police station, which was located here at a time when Marina Street was known as Bridge Street, and that street was the main road into the town from Castries. This predates the construction of the Rodney Bay Marina, which cut off that traditional gateway into Gros. The church, the Catholic Church, would have crowned the head of this street at the north. Today, the southern part of this street is essentially a dead end, which provides access to the Gros fisheries landing site. The entire dynamic of Gros as a center for the northern region has changed. This market is not in the most accessible part of the town due to the way the roads are laid out. It is a reality that we have to live with. However, it presents an opportunity which we must deal with, and in so doing, try to use this project to regenerate the center of the old town of Gros. The Gros Constituency Council, who is the steward of this new facility, will have to be proactive in marketing the market, in branding it, in differentiating it for the consumer. It should not remain with a passive stand. It needs vigor and vim to start it off on the right foot, and commitment to see it become sustainable. We cannot afford to let this market suffer the fate of many other attempts at promoting local economic development in other communities. Most of our villages have lost their function as the central place for doing business, even for something as basic as buying produce. You can think of dennery, meat, ancillary. There is no longer any battering of fish for provision in the traditional sense. These times are over. Cars and supermarkets have seen to this. It means that any farmer's market in today's St. Lucia must offer a distinctive experience. We have said this very clearly, that we want this to be a premier facility, a place where a visitor can come, a facility that can be integrated into the Gros Friday night, a place that can become a buzz of activity and pride. As you can imagine, any active market generates traffic and the need for parking. Markets must also be accessible, and ideally, they are placed in close proximity to transit routes or near bus terminals. If you would observe, for instance, the Castries market, we also have another example of the Starbrook market in Guyana. In fact, in my manifesto for Gros, the vision outline was to develop an integrated farmers market and transit hub on the parcel of land on which the fire station is located. I believe that this can still be pursued with potential branding of this market as a spice and craft market in the future. However, in dealing with our current reality, you will see that access to this market is a narrow street with only a front access, providing no back of house or loading area. Already, there is added congestion due to the presence of this new building with its market and the constituency council offices, as well as the carry-led offices. If we were to look at the parking requirements for a building of this size and use, we would require approximately 25 parking spaces. I therefore want to immediately urge the Ministry of Infrastructure and Transport, the Ministry of Physical Development, and the Traffic Department to look at the traffic circulation for the town of Gros. It is very likely, in my opinion, that some streets will have to be made one-way so as to allow for on-street parking. Otherwise, we shall have chaos and traffic jam. This is already happening, and we need to move fast. So, I am asking our mayor, who's not present today, who's also the chairperson of the Transport Board, to get to work with his dual hat and work things out for Gros Islet, so that we can have a new traffic and parking plan for the town. I also want to urge the Gros Islet Minibus Association and the Transport Department to consider using Marina Street as part of the 1A route so that buses might be able to pass by the market, making it more accessible for the general population. So instead of dropping passengers next to Castro's Bar, they will have to make a loop and pass near this market. We also need to note that not too far away from here, we have another structure that is being built. And again, it was started by the former government. That is the Gros Islet Human Resource Development Center. The structure is meant to be a venue to hold large cultural events. However, it has absolutely no provision for parking. We need to take steps now to see how we can improve the plan for Gros Islet Town so that it does not become dysfunctional and unattractive. In closing, I want to say that we are looking at a number of possibilities for the town of Gros Islet. Because, Honorable Prime Minister, the town itself has a lot of potential and can be mobilized in short order. Gros Islet Town is not just the people of Gros Islet. Gros Islet is a national town. We serve all the people of St. Lucia. We are also an international town because we are famous and known all over the world for our Friday night street party. Moreover, we have close ties with our friends in Martinique. And in a few weeks, I invite all of you back to Gros Islet, and that is the weekend of December 13th to 15th, to be part of the finish line party for the gourmet boat race that crosses the channel. You see, we are a town with a history, and we should celebrate that. So, ladies and gentlemen, this market helps Gros Islet to be one step closer to celebrating the enterprise and entrepreneurship of its people. I urge you, every vendor, every shop owner, every boy on the block, to ensure that this market is a place of character, a place of pride, a place of honor, a place of peace, a place where economic activities flourish, a place we all deserve. Once again, I thank all those who have worked hard to make this project a reality, especially the SSDF and the Caribbean Development Bank. It is now up to the vendors, the small business owners, the constituency council to take leadership, to partner together to make this market a success. I thank you, and may God bless our collective efforts.
This ceremony this afternoon is to officially hand over the Gros Islet office and the community market to the Gros Islet Constituency Council. This beautiful constituency has been out of a market for more than 20 years. And it is fitting today for them to be in receipt of this beautiful building and whatever activities that will be conducted therein. The project was submitted by the SSDF for funding under the CDB and the government of St. Lucia, funded by the Basic Needs Trust Fund, the fifth program, in 2009 by the then parliamentary representative, Senator Spider Motut. In December 2010, the CDB approved the funding of the Gros Community Market at a total cost of $1.4 million, with the government of St. Lucia contributing 20% of that amount. Ground on the project was broken in November of 2011. And in January 2012, the project started and was completed in September of 2013. The design concept was developed by Mr. Hilary Beausoleil from the now Ministry of Social Transformation, Local Government, and Community Empowerment. The building has 3 levels. The ground floor, which is going to be the market, the first floor, which is going to be the council office, and the roof or the deck, it is going to be a special place for the people of this constituency to hold and host all kinds of activities, from journée créole to conferences to social activities. The prime purpose for the construction of this facility was to replace or re-establish the market for agricultural produce in Gros, as well as providing adequate accommodation for the housing of the constituency council. The vending of fruits and vegetables was done on the street corners, and all of you will remember the corner by Mr. Castro. And the manner in which it was done, we cannot say we were proud of it. And therefore, this system is now going to become archaic as we come to this beautiful venue and do it in a more hygienic manner. Today we have a new modern facility. This building site is the former location for the Gros police station, as you heard before. The building got to a point of disrepair and could not be rehabilitated, and therefore was used, the site was used for the construction of this beautiful facility. The market, which is going to be the ground floor, as I indicated earlier, will house 12 already established vendors. Critical, already, these are those persons who are by the corner. 12 of them will be coming here. There is a total ground floor area of 2,970 square feet. The building was constructed by Integrated Development and Construction Limited. The construction supervisor was Danyan CE Limited, and the impact monitoring and reporting will be done by the SSDF on behalf of the CDB. Earlier you heard the executive director of the SSDF said to you that they are to continue monitoring the activities that are taking place in this facility, as both the CDB and the fund will be interested in finding out whether the goals are being achieved. As we all know, this beautiful community thrives to a very large extent on fishing, vegetable vending, and a number of tourism-related activities, especially the Friday night activities, which, according to your parliamentary rep, has become international, and the only thing that she is missing are the pitons. It is.
Nice one,
It is therefore a sense of satisfaction and gratitude that this building is now being handed to this beautiful constituency. You deserve it. And I'm so proud of your parliamentary rep for the energy she demonstrated in ensuring that the SSDF continued the project and brought it to completion. You know her better than I do. And when she puts her mind to something, she gets it done. And she ensured that we got it done. And so I wish to register the government of St. Lucia and my ministry in particular wish to register our gratitude to the former district representative, Senator Motut. To the contractors, we say thank you. And by just looking at the work from the outside, I have been on the inside, the workmanship seems to have been exceedingly well done. To the architects for the vision and foresight, we say thank you. To the staff of SSDF and the CDB who provided the finance, we say thank you. To the Minister of Finance who ensured that the 20% portion of the total cost of the project was made available. This is important. The loan was obtained from the CDB, but the government of St. Lucia got 20% of it to inject in the project, and the Prime Minister ensured that this amount was made available for the project to be continued. And to you, the people of Gros, we are thankful for the project. We are thankful to you for your patience, because we know that vending and being exposed to the vagaries of the weather is not a pleasant experience. Yet you endured it for years. That has soon come to an end, and you are moving to an area which is more enticing, and I trust that maximum use will be made of this facility. Thank you very much.
May I, with your permission, adopt the protocol that has been so well established and to say how pleased I am to be here with you this afternoon. I haven't seen Totti. Is he around? I am very disappointed that Totti is not around, but I just wanted to tell him that the sounds from the pan are sweet and melodious. I don't have a steel pan in Vieux Fort to match him, I concede that. So I want him to know that I think that really the pan music was superb, the very best. Now the football is a little different. First, I want to take the opportunity to congratulate Gros for winning the Black Heart competition. I'm really very pleased. But I believe I gave the coach a message that I want to share with you, that Gros will only be champions for 1 year. So next year the cup is going south. Anyhow, jokes aside, but really the Gros deserves all the congratulations in the world for a fine performance. Ladies and gentlemen, residents of Gros, a good afternoon to one and all. So much has already been said this evening about this wonderful structure we have come together to open. There have been so many speakers this afternoon, and I am placed right at the very end. So truly, there is very little else to be uttered this afternoon. Furthermore, the evening is drawing near with our short days, and so I will be brief and merely bring things to a close. I think we all accept that markets are institutions in their own right. They are cultural magnets. Markets that attract people tend to be boisterous and billowing. They're alive with chatter and the gossip of the day. In a way, people come to markets to feel alive. And so, this market here in Gros must be colorful and pleasant to the eye. It must smell enticing. It must excite human desire for the customer to return just as much to shop as for the experience. This is perhaps a tall order for a facility that is not very nice, but here you have the opportunity to create a distinctive opportunity, to create a niche market because you have a beautiful building. For instance, St. Lucia needs a traditional market which might take the visitor or the shopper back to a grand market of the past. Therefore, every vendor must look the part. You must dress the part. The market becomes your stage. It becomes a place of theater and drama. Put on the traditional wear. Maybe if you don't want to do it every day, do it one day in the week. Make your market an attraction, a destination for people to come when they come to Gros. Make this market become a place that a Derek Walcott or a Kendall Hippolyte might write of. It is not impossible. Look at the Castries market and the recognition it received sometime last year by the world-famous National Geographic magazine, being picked as one of the 10 top markets in the world. Remember, markets are cultural institutions. It is people that make the experience. Of course, it cannot be just for show. It must be real. It must be authentic. You must imbue this market with a sense of St. Lucia, a sense of what makes us unique. Everything must then be authentic, but of a high quality. This is the challenge of the vendors and market operators. As you know, markets have failed before, and I know you don't want to see this place become a failure. And so I urge you to think creatively and differentiate yourself in the wider marketplace of goods and services. Let's be realistic. Today there are supermarkets all over and not too far away. Your products must be something people cannot get elsewhere. Not everyone can be offering the same products. There is an opportunity for each vendor to find niches. Perhaps one person can specialize in selling spices. Perhaps another can specialize in selling local sweets and confectionaries. Perhaps even another can provide a selection of spiced rums or fruitcakes. What I'm trying to say anecdotally is this: embrace your talents and your creativity and bring it to the marketplace. Do not be afraid to be St. Lucian. And so, let me invite you to ensure your commitment to take pride in this new facility. May I thank all the agencies, the Caribbean Development Bank, who funded this project, the staff of the St. Lucia Social Development Fund, SSDF, the Gros Constituency Council, which is also receiving a brand new home under this project, the contractors and project team, to the former and current MPs for Gros, Senator Leonard Montoute and the Honorable Emma Hippolyte, all those who made this opening possible. So, I promise to be short today. To the residents of Gros Town especially, this market, this building, this institution is right in the heart of your town. Embrace it. Cherish it. Look after it. Ensure that you can be proud of it. I thank you one and all and wish you the very, very best. Thank you and good afternoon.
machine, many yam, many banana. C'est pour nous, venez acheter le local. Venez acheter local.
Bonjour madame là.
Bonjour.
Combien pour l'eau d'achino?
$10.
Maman, ça rêve chérie. Puisque c'est manger local, mais qu'à acheter.
Merci. C'est mon là. Venez acheter manger local. Venez acheter. Many bananes, many mango long. Venez acheter.
Bonjour madame là.
Bonjour.
Comment est pour l'eau banane noire?
$10.
Maman.